latest scam to hit the nation has taken this country by storm. Now, why is such a hoorah about the scam? The 2G telecom spectrum allocation. Is it because some politicians are involved in corruption? Not this time. It is not because politicians are involved. This time around, it is because of the kind of money nation has lost due to financial irregularities. For instance, the CAG, the Controller and Auditor General of India, has pegged the loss due to 2G allocation as 1.8 lakh crore. 1.8 lakh crore. The irregularities are primarily due to not adhering to the financial practices of a nation. Only other reasons which contribute to a very small extent are corruption, bribery, and tax. India is losing about 240 crores every 24 hours. Now, these figures were estimated and brought into light by a firm called GFI, Global Financial Integrity Firm. GFI is a firm based in Washington DC and is a non-profit advocacy body and research body. GFI also released a study in 2009 about India's financial loss, and it was titled "The Drivers and Dynamics of Illicit Money from India from 1948 to 2008. According to the study, India since independence has lost about 25 lakh crore. 25 lakh crore. And this figure is a very conservative estimate. This does not necessarily include the trade mispricing which has been happening and smuggling of goods. The report also says that had India managed to avoid this staggering loss of capital over the years, by now we would have paid the entire debt loans that we owe to different banks across the globe. If this issue is one, the revenue loss to the nation is one issue. The second, which has been haunting India, is the kind of illegal money that we have been having. Citizens of India, the kind of money that citizens of India are having with them. Now, before getting to the actual figure, I would like to pose a small question to the audience sitting here. Any guesses as to what is the size of illegal money? Money which is not accounted. Money that we have not shown the government books. Any guesses as to what is the size of illegal money that Indians hold with them? Any guesses? $9 trillion. It's just to keep it simple, let's talk about Indian rupees.
Okay. 25 lakh crores.
Very close, very close. Very close. 1 crore. We don't know how many zeros are there. Right. Let's see. Okay, the gentleman was very close. Now, before coming into the actual figure, let me give you a relative aspect. The size of India's illegal money, unaccounted money, is estimated to be 50% of India's official GDP. In Indian rupees, India's official GDP is about 60 lakh crores. 60 lakh crores. And the estimated amount of illegal money that we hold with us is about 32 lakh crores. Now you know why India was hardly affected by recession. When the nation has almost half the money in its backyard, no recession can affect you. So what is shocking is in this illegal money, 72% of the entire illegal amount that we hold is floated outside India. which effectively means only 28% of it is held domestically. Now, why float money outside India? That's because it's much more easier to keep money outside the country than held in your own country. The desire, the greed of Indian citizens to amass wealth without bringing to government books is the primest of reasons for this illicit flow of money outside the country. What is much more shocking is GFI also brought in two vital points in its study, which I'm sure is going to trigger the ongoing debates which are happening in this country. The first and foremost, the mammoth drain of money which was bloated primarily happened after 1991 economic reforms era. I'm sure all of us know the significance of 1991. For most of us who are not aware, this was the year when the former Finance Minister Manmohan Singh launched India's free market reforms to the entire world that truly saved India. Unfortunately, it also opened a lot of doors and opportunities for illegal practices. And second point GFI brought about was the high net worth individuals, which is quite obvious. The high net worth individuals and private companies are the primary drivers for these illicit flow of money outside the country. Now, having said that, each of us sitting here also contribute to this mess, which is growing like a wildfire. To give you a live example, about 2 weeks back I had been to JC Road with a friend of mine. JC Road, which is called the Mecca of automobile spares. My friend wanted to buy some spares. We went to a shop. We shopped for about 600 rupees. The shop owner promptly came about and started writing a bill. My friend didn't know that the bill would also attract 5% tax, which is just about 30 rupees for 600 rupees. He put his foot on and said, "Boss, there you go. You want money, you let me know. Don't write a bill. I'm not sharing another 30 rupees of mine." The shop owner just looked at us. He looked at us in a very sarcastic way, with a smile, but he was still very polite. He said, "Sir, you guys look very well educated. At least you should be telling us all this." We had to answer. It was one of the most embarrassing moments for us. Money saved by avoiding taxes is also a form of illicit money. Each one of us doing this has led this country to amass a huge amount of money. As it is, the nation has suffered amazing revenue loss since independence. To top it all of us, citizens of India, also hold amazing amount of money, again, as illegal, which we do not show the government books. In this way, and at this pace, in the next 10 years, I wouldn't be surprised if the illegal money that we hold would surpass the official GDP of this country. Nothing is as shameful as letting this happen. Toastmasters, all I ask you, just to stick to two principles. First, do not encourage, directly or indirectly, anything that harms India's economy. Any practices that harms India's economy. Second, and most important, for heaven's sake, pay your taxes and be proud to flaunt your real